going on, Jerome's? So we've gone over the sordid history between the Minnesota Vikings and ESPN, the alleged worldwide leader, because why we always point out malfeasance with the national media isn't because who cares what they think. It's important because they still influence the general population, Gen Pop, of the casual fans, Joe 12 packs around the world and around the country of, the Vikings are poopy, and that does matter at the end of the day. But long story longer, Matt Miller is one of the good ones. So Matt Miller, ESPN NFL draft analyst, formerly Bleacher Report, respect. He grinded his way all the way from the bottom to the top, and so love his draft takes. And he's generally fair and balanced with the Minnesota Vikings, which is rare. Where if someone just calls a spade with the Vikings, that's like someone being biased for the Vikings. It's funny, man. But Miller did up his 2024 NFL draft ranking, the 100 best picks, steals, and fits. And look, our guy Dallas Turner, Chip Burner Dallas Turner, made the graphic, so it's something that you love to see. The Vikings, they had two selections make the top 100. I wonder which ones. Both first-round picks, J.J. McCarthy, number 10 overall, future franchise quarterback, as well as Dallas Turner, a.k.a. Diamond Dallas Turner. So I can't wait until his professional career is done, and then he goes and helps hundreds and thousands of people with his functional yoga program. Actually, have you ever tried DDP yoga? It's fantastic, man. Just like, the stretch. So, all the way back. Really does help the back. It's good, man. But, so Dallas Turner, number 9 on his list, number 9. My final overall ranking is number 7. And like we said, the first round was weird because the Vikings, for my money, got the best pass rusher in the class. I love Latu. I love Jared Verse, but pure pass rusher, Turner at 17, where he probably would have gone easily top 10 in most drafts, but because 6 quarterbacks went, but because a bunch of tackles went, because a bunch of receivers went, he got pushed down, and for that, we thank you. So Turner, I didn't love the value of the trade to go get Turner, so I got a problem with that. So Vikings were at 23, got up to 17, cost a 4th, and a future 3rd and a 4th. F them picks. If he's the guy, he's the guy. Because if you wanted Dallas Turner and didn't want to settle for anything else, he wasn't going to get by the Rams. They probably would have gone Turner over Verse. Probably wasn't going to get by the Dolphins. They would have gone Turner versus Chop. So if you want him, go get him. Go get your guy. F them picks. Which is the only reason this pick isn't even higher on the list. Focusing more on the player and the team fit, he'll have an opportunity to be a big-time impact right out of the gate opposite Jonathan Grenard. Turner had 10 sacks last season and has great speed getting after the passer. Also, so this doesn't get talked about enough because Turner's going to improve several positions. So the Vikings, they let Daniil go, and they brought in Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel. You thought, okay, free agent edge rusher is going to be good to go. Van Ginkel, he is more of a hybrid, though. Like he could play on the edge, he could play off ball, and with Grenard and Turner in the mix now, as those could potentially be your full-time edge guys, maybe Van Ginkel and Cashman are playing more of the off-ball roles in the middle of the defense. Maybe that frees up Ivan Pace Jr. to do Ivan Pace Jr. things. Maybe he rushes the passer more. It just really opens up a lot of fun, versatile things for Brian Flores to consider. And just having a guy who can consistently get pressure off of the edge, it's really going to be special, man. So you'll love that Dallas Turner made Miller's top 10. Then you got J.J. McCarthy, number 19. My final overall ranking, number 19. When looking at the value of this pick, the Vikings slightly reached. But when adding the context that they didn't panic and trade up into the top 5 picks for McCarthy, this grades out much better. McCarthy is pro-ready coming out of Jim Harbaugh's system and enters an offense with a ready-made infrastructure for a young passer. The offense has great skill players, a talented offensive line, and a savvy play caller, except for the back-to-back tush pushes against the Bengals. Not that I'm still bitter. So here's what's happened. Let me pull this up because it's Brandon Powell. This is a really good pod right now. Powell. I could edit this out, except I'm not gonna. This is how the sausage is made. Do we have a Powell and the tush push? Maybe? I thought we did. All right, maybe if I search for tush. How. Again, so when you see cuts in video, we do got it. So Kevin O'Connell could win the Vikings 17 Super Bowls in a row. At the 17th Super Bowl parade, when Kevin O'Connell's up there, it's like, Prudence won another one. Actually, I don't know why he'd be that old. He'd be like in his 50s. But I'd be like, hey, your 2 straight tush pushes against the Bengals in 2023 sucked. Again, Nick Mullins probably doesn't squat 600 pounds. Garrett Bradbury is the smallest center in the league, and you have the smallest guy in the rooster doing the pushing twice in a row. I understand that they didn't have DJ Reader, but come on, man. Come on. It's ridiculous. But anyways, long story longer, glad that McCarthy made the list. What were you talking about? Oh, the scheme is ideal fit. So, yes, that's the thing with McCarthy, too, is where he does have all the intangibles, all the leadership, all that stuff. He does have the most time under center, did play in a pro-style offense, and he's well-versed in taking what the defense gives him. He's well-versed in throwing over the middle of the field. He's well-versed being accurate, and that's something that Kevin O'Connell does indeed stress. So, Matt Miller, like I said, he's one of the few good ones in the national media, calling a spade in that regard, and showing some love to J.J. McCarthy as well as especially Dallas Turner. And I think this draft class, and especially this first round, could be franchise-altering because, of course, you got the quarterback. You got a guy who could become a superstar edge rusher, and I absolutely love and adore the rest of the class, and especially UDFAs. So it's good to see the Vikings get a little bit of recognition, but it doesn't matter until it happens on the field. So there you go. But your thoughts are thoughts. 2 Vikings make Matt Miller's top 100 favorite picks for the 2024 draft class. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. His thoughts in the comment section below. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.